What up, though?
What up, though?
Welcome back to the Unorganized Progression Podcast, Prolific to Professional.
Jay Sims.
And we are back with another week, another discussion, another session. And we are sitting in, or we have a guest sitting in, the optical illusion. Straight up.
So I guess it'll get you drunk real quick.
Maybe. I don't know.
Or maybe you drink the whole bottle and you start hallucinating.
I don't need that to happen, but we gonna see, man. Y'all gonna let us know if we tripping, if we fly off the
I
handle.
gotta drive to the crib.
Hey, they call it the East Coast IPA. I don't know if that's not for me to be doing, but Blue Point Brewing Company, straight out of Long Island. That's why they call it the East Coast IPA. Okay, bet. Strong Island. You know what I'm saying?
All right, toast it up.
Yeah.
All right, cheers.
See what they talking about.
I'm not killing it. Can't kill it. Because I know that every time I kill it, man, I get like a headache.
I wouldn't suggest doing that anyway, man. Especially if you got something to do tomorrow. Tomorrow morning, whatever. Don't do that.
Gotta be up extra early.
I don't. But
5:30.
even damn, you got work tomorrow?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
You ain't gotta tell them what you got. You ain't gotta tell them what you got.
All right. Yeah.
You know. But what we were talking about, as we always do, we have these discussions, whether it be throughout the week or minutes before we press record. We were talking about how nothing lasts forever, you know?
Yep.
I gotta keep saying you know, because Nas has a song called Nothing Lasts Forever, and he always says you know after he says it in the chorus. But anyway, nothing lasts forever, you know? And we just talking about, even though, you know, we put your effort, your money, all that, your energy into your dreams, you know, there's always a situation where probably every single time you got to keep on looking toward the future or beyond that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
It could be a situation where this business is booming, especially if it popped off extra early. You know what I'm saying? Like, not necessarily the fear of like, oh man, things are going too good. Just misery is abound. Like, no, not that.
Is abound.
Nah, not that. But I'm saying, like, you gotta kind of just be looking at, you know, because things just come and go. You know, things are fleeting. You know what I'm saying? We're not in the era where we just build in this country. You know what I'm saying? You think about some of the things that were created a little bit, well, not a little bit, but way before our generation. You know what I'm saying? You talk about, like, common stuff. You know what I'm saying? Deodorant, toothbrush, teeth, toothpaste, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. The necessities have already been created.
Yeah.
It is. We passed that. So everything that we kind of create now is like, all right, this might be the hot new thing and it might be cool or maybe make life a little bit easier, but is it life changing? And if not, what's next?
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
So it's like we basically always got to be in a position to where we're able to adapt.
Mm-hmm.
That we're foolish and we don't kind of like go with the maybe the trends, right? We get left behind.
You're right. You could definitely get swept under the rug with everything else of years past because you refuse to adapt, whether it be, you know what I'm saying, just maybe necessarily on a technological standpoint or just the trend of what's going on, like people's thought processes. You know?
It could be from like Toys R Us just closing down stores to Jay-Z being a hot artist for 20 years now.
Yeah.
22 years now.
Yeah.
To Will Smith, like changing up the game, you know, along with like Kevin Hart.
Exactly.
Both of these guys on YouTube now.
Exactly. Like you gotta move, unless you're in a position to create the next thing that's gonna move the audience, you gotta move with the audience.
Exactly.
You know, if you want to go back to Toys R Us as your example, you know, that was the premier spot as a child. You know, you wanted to get taken there. Parents wanted to take their kids there to get the new hottest toy. And that was an experience at that point to go into that warehouse. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
To look at all those rows and shelves of toys. Like, this is, okay, that's what's up.
And then as we got older, or like, as I've been at Toys R Us, you know, a couple of years ago, because I got kids, right? Mm-hmm. So I'm in there and I'm thinking to myself, like, this store, like, looks kind of whack. Like, it was a store that's in the city here, And then, like, the store looked a little dirty. I'm like, dude, this is Toys R Us. Why is it dirty in here? It's supposed to be like a kid-friendly place.
Yeah, okay. So it wasn't like the immaculate white building
No,
that it used to be.
dog,
Damn,
no, man, it was like dingy.
Eeks.
The white turned to like a little yellowish.
And it was off-white.
It was like off-white, yeah, man. So it's like with them, they didn't say, okay, Amazon came around, provide like a online presence. For one, Toys R Us didn't strengthen or make an online presence that was actually pleasing to the consumer, but also they didn't reinvest any dollars into the stores to make it a more pleasurable shopping experience.
Exactly.
If you can't compete with somebody online, why would you just not invest money into your store? It kind of didn't make any sense. So you would think that they would actually look to what they did to put the competitors out of business so they can know what not to do for themselves so they can actually stay in business.
Yeah, exactly. If you're not going to adapt or try to compete with the current market, you can't also not improve upon what you already got going on.
Yeah.
Like, you just gonna rock with the way things are because you've been leading the market for this long. Like, that's how you get lapped, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? It's just like the dude, like the tortoise and the hare thing. It's like, oh, I got this. I've been leading this race for however many years.
Yeah.
Like, all right.
Yeah.
But you still gotta be on your game.
Yeah,
even if your game is gonna still be to do the brick and mortar thing, you gotta improve upon that. But now y'all chilled and y'all just let it be what it was, and then the other competitor just came in and swooped in and snatched the business from me. You know, I hadn't been to Toys R Us in, my younger cousin, you know, she's significantly younger than me, probably like 15 years.
You was in there shopping for yourself some games, though?
Oh, man.
Ain't nothing wrong with it.
No, it's not. I don't. Video games?
No, it can be like board games.
People still play board games?
Yeah, board games is fun.
I ain't saying they ain't fun. I just didn't know if the kids is doing that. I know kids be on the tablets.
I don't know if kids do it, but like for sure, like adult. I said grown ups. Like, adults do it.
I don't want to grow up.
Because
if I did,
I want to be a Toys R Us kid.
Bang, bang.
That was a great little segue, dog.
The last time I went in there, my cousin was a kid, and I had bought her a couple games for when Nintendo Wii first came out.
Okay.
I had bought her a couple games for it, and you know, it was like, oh, hey, this is, you know, all right, whatever. Like, just let me get the games and get out of here. I'm not like trying to be in here all day. And
right.
I can imagine if I had kids of my own, I probably wouldn't want to be in there all day.
No,
like, what's going on? This is whack. You know what I'm saying? But not for the sake of the store being whack, but just like, I don't want to do this. And I remember when we was kids, you know, we walk in there or whatever. I remember walking through there and sometimes getting a little disappointed. Like, this is more than it should be, and we not gonna get it.
Oh yeah, I hate that. No. It's like you get to the store, man, and you think that you about to get X, Y, and Z or a couple different things, and then your parents be like, "Listen, I told you $30, and that's it." What you want is like 40.
Dog, you don't be
like,
knowing. At that age, you don't know what money is, and you don't know how. You damn near don't even know how much the stuff is that you want. How much it costs.
And then you be like, "Oh, it is an extra $10."
Yeah, you'd be like, "Nah, look, I'm not about to shortchange my experience to get the This ain't even the G.I. Joe. This is like Homeboy." Like, homeboy in a bag, you know what I'm saying? Right. Well, why don't you get them Army men? Because you can get 10 of them for this. Like, no. I'd rather have this one G.I. Joe versus 100 motherfucking green dudes.
And they don't even move.
No, they don't. And not only do they not move, they got that little base. That little where they stand up like shit. Like,
everybody got a different pose.
What I'm supposed to do with this? What am I supposed to do with these guys?
Act like you playing War, man. It's like
fuck that.
The 40-year version. I'm painting his silver pen.
No, I'm not painting them, and I'm not playing War because I don't want to go to war in real life, and I don't even want to experience that. No, I'm straight.
It'd be straight.
But I don't know if this has anything to do with Toys R Us's demise. I do remember vividly, and this is one Toys R Us experience I can remember. I don't know what year this was, but some of you guys and girls out there that are listening or watching, I remember when Streets of Rage Part 2 came out on Sega Genesis. I remember this because I wanted it bad as hell.
Okay.
It's like, yo, that's the hottest game, and to me, whatever.
Yeah.
I want that.
Right.
Dog, we got all the way to Toys R Us. Guess how much the game was? It might not have been this much at other places.
$70?
No.
No, more than that?
It was $89.99.
Oh. How much money you have?
I didn't have none. It was me, my father, and my sister. And I went up there because I wanted that.
Yeah.
And she probably wanted something else or whatever. And I'm sure like the budget was going to be split between the two of us. You know, it ain't like, yo, it's your day. You get what you want.
Right.
Nah, y'all both going to get something, and then here's the budget. Yeah. Say if the budget was $40, it probably was $20.
That's
I definitely didn't get that shit that day.
No, you sure did.
I got the game, but it probably was like after it was old and stale, considering, you know, the timeline of it being released. Yeah, it's terrible.
Shit, man.
It's just $89.99, dog. I'm gonna just blame Toys R Us for that. I'm sure it probably wasn't even that much elsewhere, but there they was taxing out the frame.
Man.
They wasn't prepared, but they had a stranglehold on the game, bringing everything back to the conversation. They had a stranglehold on the game. Who else was we gonna get it from? Mm-hmm. Went on Amazon to see if you can get it a little cheaper.
No, it wasn't.
I mean, Best Buy maybe have been around, but I don't think so.
I don't remember Best Buy at that point.
I don't either. It wasn't no Walmart, not here at least. Man, we was just stuck. You ain't gonna get it from TRU. You know, it is what it is.
Even look at Best Buy, man. Best Buy, you know, they struggling too.
It gotta be.
A lot of places struggling.
They in the same vein. Best Buy is in the same boat, taxing out the motherfucking frame for whatever they can, because they just been doing it for that long. But not no more. And the same thing happened with the music industry too, with Sam Goody.
I forgot all about them.
Blockbuster Music. Remember, Blockbuster had a music store and shit.
There was one right by us too.
Oh, they was selling CDs for like $15 to $18.
I know, dog.
And the singles would be $5 or $6 for one song. Like, look, y'all can't do that. As soon as the internet hit that shit, Napster and all that shit was over with. Not saying that was the right way to go, but they was definitely gouging us.
Yeah, they were.
You know what I'm saying? They didn't adapt. Ain't no Blockbuster Music online. Ain't no SamGoody.com.
Blockbuster Music, man. We was talking about Blockbuster before we got on camera. And it's funny that you reset something about it, because I totally forgot.
Yeah.
I totally forgot we was even talking about Blockbuster Music. But, like, Netflix killed Blockbuster.
Netflix snuck up on Blockbuster and murdered them in the middle of the night.
You know what, goddamn? It's because you might be a little ways from, like, your Blockbuster, but you was always close to a grocery store that had a ton of movies in it. I'm sorry, this has been a long day.
Understandably so.
So you're always close to a grocery store, dog. So
yeah.
Netflix had a little kiosk in every grocery store. I can't remember the last time I've been in a grocery store other than like that one, the upscale joints. Was it Trader Joe's or either Whole Foods?
Yeah.
They don't have it.
Nah, that's just beneath them.
Yeah, it's beneath them. Who's out of here? Like, just soliciting on these grounds.
Right.
But no, it's like the Kroger's, you see it. No, dog. Every Kroger's I go into, I see Netflix.
Yeah. They was in there. And that was back in the day when you used to have to mail them shits, when they had to mail it to you or whatever the case was, or vice versa. But yeah, they came in and they swooped in, and they took advantage of the online, the digital market.
Right.
Like, yo, all right, so now we got a means of releasing this stuff online. You could pay your same subscription fee, and you could just, use your computer to watch it.
Right.
If I remember correctly, it wasn't like, we ain't had a smart TVs back then, but you could use your computer, download the app for your computer, just like you would anything else, Skype or whatever.
True that.
We're gonna watch the movies on here with your $9.99 subscription. All right, bet. Then televisions got a little bit more advanced, and they start putting the app on the televisions. You know, it's just like
That's
at
crazy.
that point you gotta have it.
You got to, dog.
You be a lazy. You wouldn't even be lazy. You would just be just not paying attention.
True.
You're not keeping up with the world. If you were still going to get a video in 2008, 2009, like you just still going to get this video? This shit is right here, B. You know, so you can go get tons of movies, tons of videos,
Just
whatever
search
it is.
for it.
It's
Easy.
right here. But they took advantage of that, and Blockbuster fell behind because they didn't want to be down with it. Legend has it, Netflix came to Blockbuster trying to sell this service. You know what I'm saying? It's just like if you build a business or a company or an album or a movie or something like that, and you put it together already, but you just want these people that got the cheese to invest in it already.
Okay.
And they said no. So the underdog was like, all right, well, fuck that. I'm gonna, all right, here we are. We here. All right, we're going to do it ourselves. Took over. Now they paying Dave Chappelle $50 million to do two stand-ups.
That's nuts.
Not even saying that that's wrong, but the fact that they got it to do that.
But then he go out and kind of like hustle himself like a little bit, and he built up his following. Like he had a big following, but like he really built up, like because he would go to like
He did.
parks and stuff and the company for free.
He did, but the fact that Netflix has that money to pay him is crazy.
Yeah, it is.
Like based on what we just said, they was asking Blockbuster to invest, and they said no, and then they ended up in a position where they had bread, millions of dollars, tens of millions of dollars to give one person for a joint, even though they jacked the subscription up after that, or right before it. But I don't mind paying $13 a month for all that content. Better than paying cable.
Absolutely, dog.
Cable $300 a month. Shit.
Shoot, man. I had to get rid of mine because my cable and internet service was like $245 a month. Dog. It was ridiculous.
He's looking like, what?
And I called to like get it reduced, man, and it was like, nope. I just felt disrespected.
It was like, ain't no options for you. That's
Like,
like,
ain't no options for you, bro.
yikes. Damn.
So, shoot. Yeah, shoot. At this point, man, I'm done. You're on. So, what? What the fuck? Shit. I think I fell asleep, bro.
The funniest part is that you caught it. I ain't got shit to do with what you said. You caught that shit like, what?
This don't sound like nothing we talking about.
It's like, yo, hey, oh, what the fuck?
What? Shit, I can't even remember what I said, dog.
Man, we was talking about nothing lasts forever, you know.
And what did I just say, dog?
So you said, you talking about what you just said?
Yeah, what I just said.
He said, yo. Well, at this point, I'm done growing. In my head, I'm like, dog, I gave you like 5 seconds to like to explain that shit, and then he started laughing. I was like, you know, he realized he said this shit. What? You said what? Like I said it. Oh, shit.
Oh, man.
Oh, man.
Duh.
Alright.
That's hilarious. That's hilarious, dog.
Yeah, that's how it goes.
My bad, dog.
Nah, that shit was great. I ain't laughed like that in a while, but I ain't laughed like that in a few months.
Stop growing. doing nothing.
No, not nothing. Probably ever. Like, we probably gonna never talk about niggas not growing.
Yo,
This shit.
I don't know where I got that from, bro. Nigga, I dozed off for a hot second, dog. Literally, I feel like I fell in a dream real quick. Like, that shit was like this, and I came out.
That shit was like Freddy's Nightmares, nigga. Like, niggas just like, oh.
Cause I heard you talking, dog, and I was like, and I saw like my eyes getting real low, dog.
Yeah,
It felt like my eyes were getting low as hell. I was trying to keep this bitches open, dog. Shit.
Oh man.
Did I cut you off or did
No. You was talking like it was your turn. Not that we got turns on this motherfucker, but it's like
you finished.
I said something and you responded.
And
it went into that. Like you was saying something else before that, and then it spun off. Like,
I was.
Yeah, like, or maybe you started off talking that. Yeah, like, all right, but let him go. And he was like, at this point, nothing lasts forever, you know. Nah, we playing. No, we not. But we saying all that to say, next move should be your best move, and your best move should set you up for the future, going forward.
Yeah.
Straight off the dome, sucker.
Yeah.
Putting suckers in check for the 9-5.
Jack.
Yeah, you know, strong arm, a straight sucker. I don't know.
Hey, I don't know, man. This beer got me pretty. I ain't tipsy, man. I think I'm tired.
It's a combination of the two. Probably more so than fatigue, though.
Probably the fatigue, man.
There ain't no optical illusion around here, but maybe for this guy.
We might have to do some serious editing. Maybe it's going to be like a blooper type deal.
It's gonna be some editing going on, but it's also gonna be a lot of real material. Nothing lasts forever, you know.
That's that I was talking, and I fell asleep
Twice.
So I said some more off the wall.
Yeah. But we're gonna make sure that gets taken care of.
Yeah.
We're gonna move that around, shift some things around to make it enjoyable for you. But as we always do on a Tuesday. Appreciate y'all for linking up, hanging out with us. The Unorganized Progression Podcast. We are on a mystery path to success.
That's it. Yeah. I like how he said that.
I'm gonna pin that. I'm gonna keep saying that.
I feel like when I come over next time, you're gonna have like buttons, and I'm gonna put it on my shirt.
Probably. Or might have some like hoodies and sweatshirts or something like that.
I didn't go there. I just thought of buttons. I thought that'd be good enough.
Hey,
I feel like we're running an election, so
you never know. Shout out to all the other podcasters, groups, all that out there. We're gonna be doing something super duper major coming up. At least in my eyes. You know what I'm saying? So we put this disclaimer out there. But it's coming. And until the next time, be cool. Don't do nothing stupid. Don't go to jail. Because if you do, you'll be mad as hell. We'll see y'all on the next trip. Peace.